Hey guys, so today we're working with three different IKEA products. Betydlig is essentially what you're gonna mount on the wall and put your curtain rod on. Your curtain rod is Racka. I guess there's different ones in the family, but we got the 47 to 83 inch version. It extends. And finally, we've got some nice curtains. The Vilborg family. They're really nice and thick. They're gonna block out the sun, and they provide for different options of mounting, and we chose the rod, so they'll go through just like this. And we're gonna mount it on our two windows in our bedroom today. First things first, we need to go ahead and get all of our tools. You're gonna need a screwdriver set. You will need to buy screws and anchors. They do not provide any in this Betydlig kit. So I've got some anchors, some screws, and some drill bits. But what comes in the Betydlig is an L-shaped bracket, and it provides you with the flexibility of mounting it to the wall like this, or mounting it to the ceiling and having it drop down from the ceiling like this. Like that. But what they do give you is this hook, the bracket, a cover for when we're done mounting to the wall or the ceiling to just slide that on over it, the screw for the hook, and then there's these two little rubber pieces that actually fit inside of the hook, and they provide a grippy surface. There's two different ones because they're two different thicknesses, so based off of what size rod you decide to get, you'll need to pick which one, so you'll be able to throw away the other one. So you'll need your level pencil, a tape measure, your screw gun, drill bit set, your anchors, your screws, and all of the hardware, curtain rod, and curtains. So just to get a feel for how tall these need to be, I went ahead and threaded the curtain on the rod, and I'm gonna measure what height I want it to be at. So I don't want it to touch the floor. I want it to be just over it. And that looks pretty good right there. So I'm gonna mark the very middle of the pole. There we go. Now I want it to be the same length on both sides. And I know that's where the pole was. So I want to do about 3 inches out. And looks like 3 inches up. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so since we're gonna mount it on the wall, I've chosen this configuration. I could even push it out a little bit further, such as this, but I kind of like the look of this. But I'm gonna line this up with my markings on the wall, and mark a screw hole right here and right here. Alright, so looks like the middle of this unit, this hook, lines up with right here. So our previous marking looks like it'll be a good spot. And then you just want to line it up. Make sure it's good, level. There we go. Looks good. Same thing over here. Something I want to mention before we start drilling any holes or screwing any screws, you want to make sure that you get some screws that come through here, are don't go through any of this this opening, but do not poke out over the top, because this little attachment right here slides over them, and so anything that is rounded or has a weird configuration isn't gonna let you put that plastic piece on. So I have a 1/4 inch drill bit that I'm going to be using. Obviously that will vary based off of your size anchors or screws. Looks like I hit a stud, that's all good. Now I just want to make sure that my anchor fits. So I've got my anchor, I'm gonna install it now. Don't want to use a power drill on this, it might strip it out. Keep going until it's nice and snug against the wall. Perfect. Alright, now repeat for your other 3 holes. So while drilling this hole, it looks like I ran into a nail. Guessing that was back in the installation days. So I'm gonna go to the left just a little bit. Hopefully I don't hit anything else. Now that we have all 4 anchors in, we're gonna get our mounting bracket. There we go. And there's no need to have the hook installed yet. We're just gonna mount it to the wall. Got some screws. I'm gonna use my power drill on this one, just to save some time. Nice and slow. Came in at an angle on that one. Here we go. Not quite too tight. Gotta get the bottom one in. Feels like I'm hitting a stud in the back, which is even better. And it looks definitely parallel with the wall on the opposite side, so that's great. Alright. Nice and snug. And you can finish that off with the handheld screwdriver if you want. Time to do the other one. While we are down here, I measured the curtain rod and tried out these 2 different sizes, and the thinner one is going to work the best in our situation. It would definitely be very snug and a little awkward with this one, so we're not going to use the bigger ones. We'll just go ahead and peel off the 3M tape back. and try and guide it in there without sticking it on too early. Here we go. And it's not perfectly in the middle, that's okay. Do the other one. Now that we're done mounting, we can go ahead and take our plastic clip, and you'll notice there's a little perforation right here. You're able to break this off so that it's only the smaller piece in case you wanted to hide this portion if you were to mount it on the ceiling or have it reversed. But we're gonna leave it this long for this longer side, and it has an end on here, so we'll just slide it up right here. Yeah, that looks nice and crisp, except for that hole that I accidentally drilled. And now we're gonna take the hook, slide it in right here, and there's a hole at the top. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna just leave it loosely so that it slides a little bit right there, so I can get the rod in and then push it back and tighten it all the way. All right, time to do the other side. All right, now you wanna make sure that whatever hardware you use to fasten the curtain to the rod is on. We just used the thread on here, so get it up here. Put it right here. Looks like we're pretty even. I put the extendable side over here because it's not as noticeable on this side. IKEA sells little knob attachments that you can screw on so that they're a little bit more decorative, but we just went with the basics there. Now we drape it, spread it out. Looking good. All right. And looks like we're just barely off the floor. That's great. But now I need to clean the dust off the floor before I get in trouble. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please put them down in the comments section, and always remember to subscribe. Thanks.